Sirius Black has escaped from Azkaban prison. Swear to me, you won't go looking for Black.
Why would I go looking for someone who wants to kill me?
Hello all, Antonio Tambornino here with my review of Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. It's quick, and by quick, I do not mean that it would otherwise delay, and for a 2.5-hour movie, that's a good thing. But it also does not rush. The cast is all here. Well, actually, with one exception. Michael Gambon is now starring as Professor Dumbledore. It was Michael Gambon who replaced Richard Harris, who died back in 2003. For the most part, everyone in this movie gives a good performance. The exceptions would be Daniel Radcliffe, Rupert Grint, and Emma Watson. They don't give bad performances, but their acting seems stiff in places. This isn't their first time playing these characters, and these actors are teenagers now. Sometimes Daniel Radcliffe is a little less angry when he should appear more so. Emma Watson probably liked Tom Felton too much to act as though she expressed genuine joy in seeing Invisible Harry have some fun as he got a little revenge on Malfoy. That being said, I generally find their performances believable because they help make the movie a good experience in a big way. Harry is definitely infuriated by Aunt Marge's bigoted comments, as are we all. Hermione actually shows passion and resentment toward the cocky punk Draco Malfoy as he and his cronies gleefully observe poor Beaky, before the creature's beheading. Gary Oldman and David Thewlis also make excellent additions to the cast. I didn't really imagine Sirius Black as Gary Oldman, but that's only because when I first read the book, I didn't know who Gary Oldman was. I also didn't think of David Thewlis as Remus Lupin, but that's because where had I seen David Thewlis by the time I saw this movie, except as King Inan in Dragonheart. Good on Alfonso Cuaron, the director of Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, for casting both men as Sirius Black and Professor Lupin, as they both bring a sense of intelligence and suspense to this already wonderful picture, giving performances that will not soon be forgotten. But the believability lacks in the acting. It actually is stronger in the environment. We watch a playground move at night as Harry walks the empty streets alone. We see a box tip and fall over below a sweet shop in Hogsmeade. It is these examples that demonstrate the kind of magic tricks that cinema has been able to provide for us and still fill us with joy. The movie is effects heavy, and it shows everywhere. If you put a lead weight on one end of a scale and put the amount of digital enhancement on the other, that lead weight might outweigh the digital enhancement, but not by very much. All that digital enhancement does not hurt the picture, but it does make everything feel a little bit jittery. It also makes the believability feel lessened. It's easy to believe Harry's footprints in the snow as he's wearing the invisibility cloak. It's also easy to believe he's being dragged by Fred and George while he's wearing the invisibility cloak. It's harder to believe that Fred and George have a hold on him, and even less believable that they are making it difficult for him to escape. Or the special effects required are for the creature Buckbeak, the Dementors of course, and the Marauder's map. They are also required for special effects sequences like Professor Lupin and Albus Dumbledore extinguishing and reigniting flames. Hold on, were those really digital flames I was watching? Or was that some other magic trick? The opening sequence is an interesting case, because the only effect is Harry conjuring a light spell in the middle of the night. But the animation required for the logo that reads Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban is as complex as Harry's light spell is bright. And of course, there's a sequence with Aunt Marge ballooning up, which astonishingly doesn't seem like a digital effect, but a certain level of genius on the makeup and costume departments. What I enjoy most about this movie is it feels as though it addresses even the little things that few people would catch unless they were reading these books over and over again, which is exactly what children my age in the late 90s and early 2000s were doing. And yet it still feels like Alfonso Cuaron made a movie that even the average moviegoer would enjoy. I give Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban 4 out of 5 stars. It manages to stay within the boundaries of a kids' movie without relying on frivolities in a similar manner to how the first 2 films were made. And the Prisoner of Azkaban could still deliver on a suspenseful experience, and not in a way like seeing Harry Potter about to be eaten by a giant serpent. Like, the book, The Prisoner of Azkaban, is a rare gem in the series. It doesn't feel too dark, nor does it feel over-sentimental. Did I forget to mention Timothy Spall as Peter Pettigrew, aka Ron Weasley's rat? The man does not show up in the movie very often. Heck, I don't think he even has 5 minutes worth of film. But it's another example of a good casting decision, because Timothy Spall, as for a short amount of time as he is in the movie, displays he fits. He's good. Watching him beg for his life at the hands of Harry and in the hands of Ron, and then when he finds himself free, once the moon comes out and suddenly everyone's plans for ensnaring him falls apart, he's then able to get away. It's a great moment in the movie. It really is. Again, not a very long amount of time, but not an easily forgotten moment.